yeah, I forgot to mention this. This is a film from the 1930s. So film length is not what it is today. Back then, you could create a feature-length film at only 60 minutes. And right now, as I'm talking, we have reached the 30-minute mark in a 60-minute movie, and the title character, the Shadow, the superhero, has only appeared in the first 5 minutes. And he did jack shit. He didn't do anything. We're 30 minutes of a 60-minute, 5 minutes, jack shit. That's what... So I think Lamont Cranston figures out that the gangster's responsible for something, and so he goes to question him or something, and they start talking about the Shadow again.
Our office was broken into.
No.
I just said it was. And peculiarly enough, the situation was saved by, I think the underworld calls him the Shadow.
It's interesting.
Yeah, the Shadow. What an interesting character that is, right? Wouldn't it be interesting if we were watching a movie about him right now? Wouldn't that be fun? Ha! Ha! I never thought I'd say this, but I really, really miss Shrevey right now. You know, at this point, I've completely lost the plot. I don't know what's going on anymore. I've completely lost it. I have to watch through the entire film, right? Because I'm doing this for fun. I'm not doing this for profit. But this, I've committed to this now. I'm making a video. I'm showing this to all of you guys. I gotta make a commitment. I gotta finish this out. I gotta watch the entire movie. But I gotta tell you guys, I really don't want to. I mean, seriously, guys, watching this movie, it's like getting acupuncture with rusty nails. It just drains you and possibly gives you, it makes you hurt all over, like just sitting in a chair for an hour, but it feels like so much longer because nothing is happening. And just these people in their incredibly dull voices doing nothing and just talking to each other forever. And you just feel like you've been sitting in your chair in front of your stupid laptop for days. I could have cured cancer by now. I could have wrote a reboot of Twilight that didn't suck. I could have gone out and found a woman who liked me and kissed her or romanced her, swept her off her feet by now. I could have lived a lifetime in the time that I have watched this stupid... There has to be something interesting in this film that I can find and I can latch onto. This can't be anti-fun. There must be something in here that I can find, that I can like, that I can enjoy. Please, The Shadow Strikes. Give me something that I can like in your movie. Just something. Please. Please.
What in the world are you doing, Henry?
I caught them running from the house, sir. It's a little trick I learned when I worked for the telephone company, sir.
Ah! It never stops. Okay. There's a scene where the butler decides that he needs to talk to Lamont Cranston. Okay, we'll watch this scene.
I guess it's dark enough to venture out, Hendricks.
But you promised Miss Delphin you'd remain here, sir.
Yes, I know.
I wonder if you'd mind my talking to you not as a servant, but just man to man.
Oh, not at all. Sit down.
Well, I suggest that you stay undercover until this Randall situation cools down a bit, and then get out of town.
No, Henry. I'm going to carry on, as you so aptly put it.
But you're wanted by the police. Now you have both sides against you.
You evidently forget that none of the gang leaders know who I am.
How long do you think you can keep your identity a secret?
I never cross a bridge before I come to it.
Well, it's about time you started. You want to get bloated? You've matched your life against the chance of getting the man who killed your father. But, well, you're only defeating your own purpose.
Now, don't think I don't appreciate your great loyalty and interest.
You still intend going out, sir?
I do.
Very well. I'll get your hat, sir.
Okay, so that scene I actually like. But the only real reason I like it is because it reminds me that I could be watching The Dark Knight Rises. Okay, finally we have something interesting. This microphone. I'm serious. This microphone in this scene, right here. This microphone that we're looking at, he's okay, so context for the scene. Lamont Cranston comes into the bad guy, the little gangster guy's office, and he sets up a microphone in the guy's office. Okay? And he plants a microphone underneath some drapes. And it's a big-ass microphone. And this is, like, really interesting. This is making me think, you know? Excuse me. You're thinking about, like, going back in the day, like in the 1930s, when the FBI was, like, trying to... Or 1920s, I guess, would be more likely. When the FBI was, like, trying to take down Al Capone and all these other gangsters through the bootleggers and everything, and, like, the heyday of the cops and robbers era, you know, is this kind of stuff that they would be using? Were their microphones really that big? And I think that they probably were. And so you know, this starts to be really interesting. Doesn't make the movie any better, but if you're looking at this and you're looking at him planting this microphone, this really obvious microphone, you're thinking, oh my gosh, what kind of issues? Because recording equipment nowadays is still, like, frustrating as hell. Like, I'm recording this on a webcam which has failed me numerous times, and I'm not even sure if when I am done recording this, if any of this footage is going to be usable, or if I'm going to have to go back and record this entire thing over again. But, you know, back in the 1920s, recording equipment must have been terrible. You know, just absolutely terrible, like, trying to get that stuff to work for you. And just having these big-ass microphones, you had to hide places. And you had to really, like, think about this stuff and figure this stuff out. This is really interesting. You know, this is, like, really interesting things to think about. And this is what my mind is doing, because the movie no longer interests me. That's how bad it's gotten, where I'm like, this microphone is now the most impressive thing I've seen in this film. I'm really fascinated. Please continue with your microphone action sequences.
Good evening. That's our plan.
Oh, Lord. Excuse me. There's something more interesting to be doing. Yeah.
We want Joe Thorne's will.
Wait, what?
All right, over there, Copper.
Is something happening? Oh, good Lord, the Shadow just showed up in his own movie. This is amazing. I never thought I would see a day like this. So, the Shadow. Yeah, back. Okay, everyone. Sorry, this review's been kind of sucking so far. I mean, really, like, scatterbrained and everything. But okay, back on track. The Shadow bursts in, like crooks sent by the gangsters to shut someone up. I don't know. I haven't been following the plot. But the crooks, you know, they break in. They're holding people hostage. The Shadow comes in, pulls out his guns, and tells them to freeze.
And he waited for the police and then disappeared.
And then he waits while holding them there and telling them to continue freezing. And he waits for a while, and then the cops come and arrest them. And fuck you, movie. You tricked me again. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Sorry. Anyway, moving on. So, finally, the one female character in this movie who was going to be cut out of the will if she didn't break up with, what's his name, breaks up with him. I don't know if that was a plot in this film that he was a jerk and that she needed to break up with him, because he didn't seem all that bad to me. I mean, I haven't been paying attention, so maybe there was a rape maybe he raped someone, cheated on her with someone else, and then beat her in this film. I mean, I don't remember anything like that happening, because if something like that happened in this film, something would have frickin' happened in this film, but I didn't see anything, so I'm guessing probably not. But, yeah, she breaks up with him in the scene.
You were quite right, Warren, when you said I'd changed. I didn't realize it myself. But I do want to be fair with you.
Why, Marcia, you talk as though it's all off between us.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
so am I. So you aren't going for this mysterious, tall, dark, and handsome, are you?
To be honest, I don't know.
Well, I guess there's no use in hanging around here.
There's no need for you to hurry.
Goodbye, Marcia. And good luck. You'll need it.
Goodbye, Warren.
Wow, that was quite literally the most painless breakup scene I have ever seen. Damn, I wish real life was like that.
Oh, Harvey, you were right. I have been distant lately. I hadn't even realized it till now. But I do want to be straight with you.
Why, Jane, you speak as if it's all off between us.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
so am I. I suppose this is because of that affair you've been having with your boss.
Actually, it is. He just fulfills me so more completely than you ever have.
Well, I guess there's no point in me standing around here.
No need to hurry. I mean, he's coming over lately, and I would love for you to meet him.
Well, that sounds splendid, but unfortunately I have some business to attend to, and then I have some rather depressing poetry to post on my blog. I think I shall dedicate it to you.
Oh, how nice.
Well, goodbye, and good luck. You'll need it.